Hello there, everybody. I'm Tom Benson with Arts Missoula, and I'm here to present the August Arts Missoula Star Award. Now, the Arts Missoula Star is something we do every month to someone who contributes something to the Missoula community. This could be an artist, this could be a musician, this could be a business person, this could be a volunteer, this could be a parent. It could be anybody who makes a significant contribution, an unsung hero who makes a significant contribution to the arts community. This month, we are honoring Tabitha Beard, also known as B. Martinez, for her work specifically with Spark. She is a Spark artist. She works with the Structured Learning Program with Spark. She helped put together all of our starter kits that went out this summer to all sorts of students around Missoula County. She's been working on Missoula history projects. And she's also, during this time of the pandemic, developed an online lesson plans for during the COVID crisis. So we're really happy to present this month's Arts Missoula Star to Tabitha Beard, B. Martinez. Tabitha, here you go.
Thanks, Missoula, and thanks, Art Council. It means a lot, and I love the arts in Missoula and the community that grows around us and supports it.
Welcome back to the 2020 Arts and Cultural Awards presented by Arts Missoula. I'm Tom Benson, the Executive Director of Arts Missoula. I am pleased to present this year's Business Support for the Arts Award to Blackfoot Communications.
Great job, Blackfoot. Thank you for supporting the arts and Arts Missoula. Thanks for recognizing Blackfoot's importance.
Congratulations to Blackfoot Communications and Chief Executive Officer Jason Williams. Thank you for your contributions to Missoula's nonprofits and for enriching our many arts and cultural institutions. For Arts Missoula, I'm Tom Benson.
Hi, I'm Jubb with Murphy-Jubb Fine Art in beautiful Missoula, Montana. And we have a couple visitors to the gallery today, Loka Murphy and Stephanie Murphy. And Loka, what brings you in today?
We're on a little bit of a road trip adventure. Came from Seattle, and I'm from Missoula, so it's kind of fun to come back every once in a while and visit. And like many of you, our summers are all looking a little bit different with the pandemic, so trying to create our adventures as we can. Normally for work, I'd be pretty busy right now, but things are a little bit different for all of us, as you can imagine.
So Loka, what do you do for work?
I'm an athletic trainer out of Seattle, and with no schools and with no sports, I find myself with a little bit of a different role these days. I'm at a hospital screening the entrances for employees, families, and patients as they're coming in, making sure that they don't have symptoms, making sure that their temperatures are where they should be.
And Stephanie, what do you do?
I'm a high school math teacher at Ingram High School.
Wow. So here you are, Missoula, Montana, looking at art. And what does art do for you, Loka?
I'm a visual person, and so I think for me, trying to be goal-oriented, the things that I would want to see more frequently are things that would inspire me to stay on task, to remind me what my goals are that I'm trying to achieve. So if I can look at a piece and gain inspiration from that and be reminded of what it is that I want to accomplish, that's very valuable.
Oh, fantastic. And how about you, Stephanie?
Well, we just moved into a new house back in January, and it has full of blank white walls. So I'm hoping to find a very wonderful big painting to fill up that space.
And so are you guys looking at this particular lion painting for a reason, or?
Yeah, I'm just kind of drawn to the vibrant colors. I really love color. I think it really brightens up a room, and especially on those cloudy days in Seattle. I don't know, it just feels more welcoming. So, and I'm really drawn to the symmetry of the lion, its face, and just the kind look in its eye.
And there's an old story out of Africa, talks about a lion and an antelope. Every morning, antelope and a lion wake up, regardless of if they're the predator or the prey, you better be running. because whether you're needing food, hoping to catch that prey so you can survive, or you want to survive as that prey. So no matter what your circumstance is, when you wake up, you better be running. And as a runner, that resonates for me as far as trying to be inspired, trying to take that morning by storm, make the most of every single day. So I kind of, obviously with the lion, I can kind of, that resonates with me.
Oh, wow, how great. I love that story too. And here you have Frankie as another visitor.
Yeah.
And I think she might like the lion too, because I know she likes cats.
Trying to not get her too close to the lions because I don't know how safe that would be. But yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful piece.
Yes.
We definitely see a lot happening with it. No matter what it is with a Kendall painting, you can always find something different each time you look at it. So I think that that's one of those things that obviously makes us love her work with the colors and just being able to find something new every time. So the detail that she puts into it is pretty amazing.
Well, thanks you guys, and thanks for coming in. And if any of you out there are looking for somewhere to go First Friday, come to Murphy-Jubb Fine Art.
This month's feature at the Dana Gallery is the 18th annual Paint Out. These were done up in the Hamilton area. Some really beautiful summer views of our Big Sky State. Robert Moore is a well-known impressionist painter from South Central Idaho, and one of our very favorite and top artists here at the gallery. Ooh, red dot, yippee. Then, of course, we have local young artist Caleb Meyer, who also painted during this year's Paint Out up in the Hamilton area, as well as Kelly Island, just outside of town. Favorite local hotspot and swimming hole. Beautiful reflections. Stunning new pieces by Caleb Meyer. These are done in the studio. That piece is titled Higgins in Front. That's the iconic Florence building. This piece is just absolutely stunning. And then some beautiful landscapes from Caleb. He loves to paint those big skies, big clouds. Robert Schlegel normally joins us for Paint Out, but unfortunately couldn't make it this year, but we do have some amazing studio pieces by Robert. Some really cool landscape works, as well as his iconic building pieces. Garth Williams also joined us here in Missoula for the weekend to paint plein air by young artist Anna Moore, which is Robert's 26-year-old daughter. She has been busy working at a summer camp all summer, but we luckily got her out to join us for Paint Out. And we really love her style and seeing her approach that is similar to her dad's, but also as she grows, her own style kind of starts to transform.
happy to be here at Four Ravens Gallery promoting my show in cold wax oil experiments. It's called 2020 Visions.
So Marion, tell me a little bit about your use of color on this one. I really love it.
Well, these are my very favorite colors. Blue is the ultimate color for me, and wanted to warm it up with the warm tones. But the whole show was experimental with color because it's always a mystery to me, and I used a lot of colors throughout the show that I haven't used before.
I'm curious about your process. How did you get started on these pieces? Were they thought out ahead of time and sketched out, or was it more expressive, just layering?
In the beginning, with cold wax, I've been doing a lot of mark making. And it's the play stage. It's playful, it's putting marks down, irregardless of whether they'll be there in the end. And then you start adding layers of paint and more marks, retrieving old marks that you've painted over, and back and forth until you're happy with the composition.
Share the fear and trust that peace will come, and let loose a pretty word. Sit with me for a while.
Hi, I'm Brooke BORCHERDING from Seattle, Washington.
I'm Tabby Ivy. I live in Big Fork, Montana.
I'm Michael KLINE, and I live in the western part of North Carolina in the Appalachian Mountains.
Hi, my name is Louise Lamontang, and I live in St. Ignatius, Montana.
Hello, I'm Bobbie McKibbin, and I live and work just north of Stevensville.
I'm continually drawn to the natural world because it's everywhere around us. We may have colonized the land and built it up, but it's inescapable that there's still natural wonders everywhere we go. Sometimes we don't have to go far, sometimes we have to get in a car and go for a drive, but beauty is basically in your backyard.
I'm drawn to the natural world because of the places within me that it allows me to go. I don't usually stop at a place in the landscape because of what it looks like, but what it feels like.
In this show, I really wanted to take my painting to another level, or to elaborate in a way that I haven't before. And I wanted to give the marks in the brushwork the kind of speed and expressiveness, much like the brush was dancing.
I am continually drawn to paint the natural world, quite simply because its beauty and mystery inspire me. The western landscape, Montana in particular, with its dramatic skies, majestic mountains, and those soft rolling hills, they just take my breath away. I just have to paint them.
What I'm trying to convey to the viewer is the beauty of the natural world and also the beauty of drawing. I'm a storyteller, and I'm interested in placing the viewer at a particular time and a particular place. At the same time, I want the viewer to be excited about the drawing itself, the process of making the image. When I tell the story well, that's when I'm most excited about the pieces I produce.
August in Gallery 709 in Montana Art and Framing brings an exhibition called Western Images, featuring the works of fine art reproductions of Charlie Russell, Frederick Remington, Carl Rungus, and Carl Bodmer, and one Thomas Moran. So come out, wear a mask. Doors will be open, lots of outside seating. See you first Friday, August 7th, 5 to 9, in Gallery 709.
I'm Dylan Renning-Crane. I'm from Browning, Montana on the Blackfeet Reservation. I am a visitor engagement security officer at the MAM. So Jay Labor is Blackfeet and I'm Blackfeet. His pieces are scattered all around Browning and Thorez, where I grew up, and so I've seen his art my whole life, and his pieces being shown at the MAM was really exciting, and I immediately had an attachment to his work. Here's a piece that I wrote about Jay Labor's. I was 5 the first time I noticed Jay Labor's metal statues outside of Indian Health Services in Browning, Montana. I held the hand of my grandma as she walked me from the car into the hospital for whatever checkup I needed at the time. Maybe it was that childhood fear of needles, or maybe it was the comfort of my grandmother's hand that led me to spinning a fantastic story about Labor's sculptures. Looking up at that great metal elk, that buffalo with eyes made of tire hubcaps, that eagle caught in mid-flight, I started recounting out loud the time I saw them jump down from their pedestals and run in laps around the hospital parking lot. Up and down I swore to my grandma that if she just looked close enough, she would see them breathing, waiting for no one to look, so they could run away again. At 16, I would borrow my parents' car to drive through Glacier National Park in the warmer months. Usually taking along a friend, we would giggle at the tourists posing with Jay's statues, situated at all 4 entrances to the Blackfeet Reservation. I think it was this time, in our adolescence, just as one might start to truly understand and internalize the history of the United States, that giggling at the tourists felt righteous. We were Blackfeet, just like Jay. And that connection meant we didn't have to pose. Those statues were ours. And in the sea that is white America, knowing that an artist comes from the same background you do is a safe and comfortable island. Now at 21, these nostalgic memories of bearing witness to Jay Labor's legacy holds me up in a time that America is once again confronting and in some spaces justifying her uncomfortable past. The toppling of Christopher Columbus statues around the United States speaks to what such commemorations can mean to the people who hold space for them. A statue can honor hate. A statue can glorify genocide. Or perhaps, as Jay has taught all of us who have stopped along our path to rest and appreciate his work, a statue can honor love. A statue can speak to the resiliency of story. A statue can be a call home. MAM is honored to present this memorial exhibition to celebrate one of Montana's great contemporary artists, Jay Labor. Labor, a member of the Blackfeet tribe, passed away in 2019 after a long battle with cancer. The exhibition title, Jay Labor, Reborn Res Rex, is borrowed from the name of his studio. The show is on view at the Missoula Art Park through October.